All right. Just oh, I got drop frames. Really? Oh no, 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 no! Please don't be letting this happen. Not now. That's not good. That's not good at all. We've been doing good. Please don't start doing that. I think it's going to start doing that, people, because I see it moving kind of slow. So I may have to start this over if it get any worse, but we'll see what it does. That's not good at all. Okay, we'll see if it hold from right here. We'll see if it hold. What's going on, everybody? Good evening to every last one of y'all. And I just got a text message saying something about the. Why is I'm getting a text message about this? Oh, okay. Anyway, what's going on? See, Turtle, Miss Cooley, what's going on? Olivia, what's going on? Tracy L, Dee Dee, what's going on? Lakeisha, what's going on? Cat Eyes, Juju, Sandy, Edna, Night Out, where Night Out says she's at work, so she gets to replay. Mary H, a roller mile, what's going on? And Luxury Dog came earlier, and or maybe she's still in bed. I don't know. Edna, I think I know who you are. I think I had you on the show once before, right? You was under another name, if I'm not mistaken. Is that you? If you're still in the chat room, let me know that's you, because I remember I think I had you on the show a long time ago. All right. Anyway, guys, here we are back as this saga to this story continues. But then again, none of us should be surprised what's going on right now because I told y'all yesterday the whole thing just stink. The only thing we just got is we got a picture of the dad. So all this that they saying that he's the suspect of this story. I mean, how many of y'all are really surprised? Y'all shouldn't be because anytime you hear a story like that, they're just far fetched like that, then you automatically know that they the one that's guilty. I mean, we hear this all the time. When they tell this story that a child just up and disappeared 9 times 10, they the one who did it. So I'm not surprised. The only thing that just caught me off guard was when they said parents, but I think they came back and cleared it up and said that the dad was the person of interest. So and that too, they kept saying they had a person of interest, like they got the parents and somebody else, but kind of find out they was talking about the dad all along. So, but other than that though, I'm not surprised by this at all. So the cards, hopefully the cards and the dominoes finna fall in place where they need to fall in place at. And we're gonna get some answers to what's going on with this story, all right? But with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, guys. So for those who haven't seen the dad, here he is behind me. His son name is Codi Bigsby, and the dad name is Cory Bigsby. Now, when I did my updated video yesterday, hey Sarah, what's going on? Dylan, what's going on? Emily, what's going on? Tanya, what's going on? Lovely lady 422, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Uh, I showed y'all a picture of him yesterday, and like I said, by judging the book by its cover, if you was to look at that man right now, you would say that this man looks like he just quick tempered, and once you get him to pop off, you can't stop him. Once he black out, he just do some devious stuff. We're gonna talk about that later on too, because yet again we got another story that they go back to look at these people history, and we kind of find out they got a whole lot of stuff going on with them. So and I think he got in trouble for beating on a baby mama, but I don't think nothing really happened with that case because I don't think she showed up for court or whatnot for that. So we're gonna get into that as well. Marnina, what's going on? Charlie Hunt, what's going on? What's going on? So without further ado, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm trying not to be long on this because I've been up since I got home from work and I ain't had no rest. But so we're gonna try to get into this. Somebody say he's ex-military. Well, mm. Well, maybe that could be the reason why he got the behavior that they claim that he got then. I don't know. I mean, I'm not giving him pass, but I know sometimes people who are ex-military stuff like that, it kind of messed them up a little bit. So, but still not giving them a pass though. But here we go, guys. We're gonna get straight into the conference, and I'm gonna show y'all some other stuff that's being brought up in this story as well. So let's get right into it.
At midday, in just moments, Hampton officials are expected to give an update on the missing 4-year-old Codi Bigsby case. And yesterday, officials confirmed that the boy's parents are persons of interest. Bigsby's father reported him missing Monday morning, according to investigators. And as we wait for an update from Hampton Police, our Chris Horn joins us now with a rundown of the latest developing news. Chris?
Yes, Don, we are waiting for that press conference. Supposed to happen here right around midday. They were searching last night areas around the steam plant. Of course, that brought up memories of the Noah Tomlin case from a couple of years ago, who also went missing from this area in Buckrow.
Oh, and for those who want to know, I seen a couple of y'all say this in my chat room yesterday, that the reason they looked at the steam plant because it was a story of another child, I guess, that was found in the steam plant. And I want to say it may be in the same area, so that's why they went to the steam plant.
This is a situation where people are just hoping that little Codi, 4 years old, will turn up alive.
Hey, down under, what's going on?
In this area. He was reported missing, as you mentioned, Monday morning, 9 a.m. by his father, Cory, who lives in this apartment complex. And we've got some of the VO of the search and just the history of this case in the past 48 hours Codi was reported missing from this area Monday morning, as I mentioned. His father, Cory, said that he would be, last time he saw him was 2 a.m. However, yesterday authorities said that
2 a.m.,
the information they're getting from parents did not line up with the evidence they have. We're going to go right to the press conference right now.
Good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Williams with the Hampton Police Division's Public Information Office. I'm here to provide you an update.
Somebody got a
on the
baby out there, and
status
that baby out there crying.
of the
Why you got
Codi
that baby out
Bigsby
there?
investigation. I'm going to start off today by discussing our current and ongoing search efforts. Today, our search is expanding. We're going to be checking new areas of the grid that have not yet previously been searched. We're going to continue today using volunteers. We're going to be working with our partners at the Virginia Department of Emergency Management. And you're going to continue to see a wide variety of resources being used out here, to include canines and UAVs. Last night we did have a team at the Hampton NASA steam plant. Today we are no longer there. Our mission there is complete and our efforts have concluded at that location. Moving on to the status of the investigation, I'm going to provide...
No, sir. At first they was saying parents, but then I think in here he's going to correct it, and they're going to say the dad is the one of interest. I don't think the mom is the person of interest as of yet.
Some clarification on the person of interest in this case. The person of interest in this case is Codi's father. His name is Cory Bigsby. He is a 43-year-old Hampton man. At the conclusion of this press conference, his photo is going to be available for you on our Twitter platform.
Already got it.
For your reference. Cory is still with us at police headquarters. He is there voluntarily and he is choosing to answer our questions. Here's what we need from the public. We're still seeking information on Codi's last known whereabouts. We're also seeking information on his father's whereabouts. Any information that you have could potentially be of value.
You know what? I didn't think about that. Y'all know what? I did that whole string yesterday and didn't think about where was he at. I didn't think about that. Damn, that's good. How many of y'all thought about that? 'Cause I sure didn't. We all thinking about where the baby at, but did anybody think, was he really at home at 2 o'clock? Damn, I ain't think about that. That slipped. How many of y'all thought about that? I sure didn't. Damn, I ain't think about that.
We're seeking information specifically regarding where he goes, where he shops, who he's with, and what he does. We're also asking for residents of the Old Buckrow neighborhood and surrounding areas to check their own property. Residents are much more familiar with their own property. They would be more likely to spot something that's out of place or suspicious. And in that case, if you find something that you believe to be suspicious, contact police and we'll send someone out to you. That's all the information and updates I have for you this morning. I have time for just a few questions.
Sergeant, are you ruling out the child's mother as a person of interest?
We're not ruling anything out specifically at this time.
For those of y'all who may not heard the question, he said, are you ruling out the mom? So that's why I said, as of yet, I don't think maybe she's a person of interest, but that's a good question that the person has asked. They say, are you ruling out the mom as a suspect? And I like the answer he just gave. Don't rule out nobody. Don't rule out nobody. Even though the mom don't live there, does not mean she didn't participate. All right? Does not mean she's not in on it. Okay? Somebody asked me a question. Hold on. Do you believe Codi cried a lot? I thought about this while hearing a child cry in the background yesterday was wet. If his father was abusive to him as they claim he was to the baby mama, then I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was. He probably was scared of his daddy, but they're just speculation though.
Our focus is going to be directed towards the father for the current investigation.
Are you guys going to be looking at the landfill anytime soon?
I don't anticipate that, but if that changes, I will certainly update you.
Has the father or the mother, anyone, been charged with anything at this time?
No formal charges have been issued at the current time.
How long has he been at police headquarters?
He has been at police headquarters since the day he reported Cody missing.
Has this become a recovery effort at any point, or is it still a search and rescue? Have you switched tracks at all?
There's been no shift in the title of the investigation.
Does Hampton Police Sergeant have any record of domestic calls at that address?
I don't have that information with me right now.
And you mentioned other children were in the house. Where are those children at this point?
I can tell you that the children are safe.
Do they have any information to share about what happened Sunday?
I'm not able to discuss the specifics of.
Oh, so there were other children. I thought I heard that there supposed to be other children, but where were they though?
That element of the investigation.
Are you able to discuss at all the conditions at the home when you guys were there?
I wouldn't be able to discuss that either.
The dogs they're using, are they search and rescue dogs, cadaver dogs?
A combination of both.
Thank you.
Are you still searching waterways?
Any waterways that fall within the grid are certainly being considered in the search.
Sergeant, can you talk again about the amount of cooperation you're getting from Cory Bigsby and the types of questions you're asking?
I would not be able to go into that element.
How about his level of cooperation?
He is choosing to be there voluntarily and is answering the questions that we're asking. Peter?
How wide is the grid expanded to?
It's about a mile radius at the current time
A mile radius from the house?
from the apartment complex.
Okay.
Right.
Like a circular mile out?
It's approximately a mile radius.
And how is that different from what it was like yesterday?
The grid itself hasn't changed. We're just expanding the areas within the grid that we're searching. We're searching new elements that we were not previously searching before.
Have you received any leads in the last 24 hours that you consider promising?
That's not something I would be able to discuss. Folks, that's all the questions that I have time for today. I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So he's been sleeping there at the headquarters?
All right, we've been listening to a live news conference with Hampton Police Officer Sergeant Williams updating the search for Cory Bigsby. Right now, we're going to go back to Chris Horn in Hampton to summarize what happened and to see where we go from here in the search for the little boy. Chris?
Yeah, Don, some key developments in those comments from Sergeant Reggie Williams at Hampton Police. He said they are narrowing the number of people of interest and expanding the area of the search. They're saying that their key person of interest right now is, in fact, Cody's father, 43-year-old Cory Bigsby, who is at police headquarters right now, cooperating, answering questions, has been there for a while. And he also said, Sergeant Williams also said, they're not ruling out the mother, but right now the focus has shifted directly to the father, Cory Bigsby. They're going to expand the search from this area. These apartments on Buck Road near Ranalet, the address of where the Bigsby lived with his 4-year-old son, Cody, to about a mile radius. And they're really asking the people in the area to try to check their property, check their ring video, check anything that might produce some leads in this case. 48 hours later, we still don't know where Cody is. And I asked the sergeant, have you received any leads that you consider promising in the last 24 hours? And he said he couldn't answer that. So that's where we are right now, an expanded search and a focus on the father as the person of interest. Don?
And Chris, he also said, as I believe you mentioned, that this is still a search and not a recovery mission at this point. But he also said that they're using a combination of search and cadaver dogs.
Right, that's exactly right. That question was asked, and he said, yes, it's a combination search, but right now they're hoping that Cody will be found alive. But they are using both search dogs and cadaver dogs.
Yeah, we all are holding on to that hope. Chris Horn in Hampton, following the search for Cody Bigsby. Thank you very much, Chris. Now, we will continue to follow the search for Codi Bigsby around the clock and look for updates on air and online at wavy.com.
All right, so we heard the conference. Not much of a conference. He didn't really have much to say, but shout out to Ellie out there jumping on his story the way that they doing. And I'm seeing a lot of people on Facebook. They getting this this young man's story out there. So shout out to y'all as well. And a lot of us bloggers or journalists, or activists, what you want to call us on YouTube, we are helping to get the story out as well. And with that being said, if y'all don't mind, could y'all please get a thumbs up for your boy? Really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Welcome to all the people in the building tonight. Now, they say he went down there voluntary. Okay. As strange as this story is, he went down there voluntary. So they mean, I guess I'm going to limb and say he must got his story really planned out what happened. And he really got it planned out to make it look like that he ain't did nothing, you know. So this is another story. I am very anxious to see where it's gonna go. Now, with that being said as well, they saying what he's saying is not matching with what I guess what they found. The evidence that they found is not matching. So, which lets me to believe that the police has found something for them to say that his story is not adding up. All right. So now they breaking it down to just him instead of saying parents like they were saying at first. Now they're just breaking it down to him. So it makes me wonder, what did the mom say, and how do they feel about her statement on what she's saying, you know, and how they feel about what she's saying. Is it making any kind of sense of what she's saying? You know, I would still like to know that. All right. But they saying he been down there since he first reported a young man missing. So we're just going to see how far this is going to go. We're going to see how far he's going to take this and let it ride. And try to make it seem like he ain't the one that did it. All right. So with that being said, I want to bring this up real quick. I want to show y'all something. I was reading this article on the Daily Beast, and some in it caught my attention. Apparently, somebody talked to the sister of Cory. And I don't know if there's a video of the news talking to the sister. Let me see. Right here it says the father was accused. The father was accused of assaulting his mother in 2018. Though the matter had reportedly stalled in court because she did not appear for court hearings. Then it goes on to say this: Cory Bigsby's sister defended her brother in comments to 10 on your side. And here's what they had to say. She was asked if she thought her brother could have harmed a 4-year-old. Tandalia, however you say that name, Tandalia Butler was quoted saying, "I don't believe it for a second. They are going to have to prove it because I know my brother, and I know it's not true." Guys, how many times I did stories and we hear the family member talk about they know somebody and they know they won't do that, but then kind of find out they did do that. And you really don't hear the family member come out and say, "Wow, I was wrong." You know, they would still stick to that and say that I still don't believe they did it. They got all the evidence in their face that's proving that the person did it, but the person who don't believe that they did it is still in denial and said, "I still don't believe that they did it." And we know now, for how the world is going now, the main ones that you don't believe they'll do it, it's the one that did it. They'll be the main ones that done it. The one that you don't believe that done it. So, Miss Butler, let me ask you a question. If your brother is claiming he was asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, how the hell can he explain how the boy come up missing wherever time the boy came up missing? He seen him last there too and able to describe what he have on, but when he wake up at 9 o'clock, he can't explain where his son at. And if it was only them there, him and Cody and the other children, if it was just them at the house, how the hell can you sit up here and make this statement that you don't think he did nothing? And as a matter of fact, ma'am, I would ask you this too. You see this show, I'd love to have you come on. I would ask you this too. Like I always ask the question, why is always one always picked out and the other ones don't be touched? Why was Cody picked out and nobody else is touched? I would like to see your defense on that. All right? So I get it. You, his sister, you don't want to put your brother in a bad light. I get that. But even you have to question if him and Cody and whoever else at the house was the only one there, then what are you thinking? What do you think may have happened? What do you think may have happened? Did aliens come down and scoop him up? Did Star Trek came and get him? I mean, what do you think happened? And he's the only one that's missing. And the other ones are not missing. He's the only one that's missing. I probably would respect your comment better if you would have said, hey, I can't say what my brother did. I just know when I was around him, I never seen him done nothing bad to his kids. But it is strange that Cody is the only one that's coming up missing and everybody else is still around. I just find it kind of strange. I don't want to believe that he did it, but hey, if he was the only one that was there with the rest of them, then something don't look right with this story. I would respect this better. But now, you saying they got to prove it. I got another question for you. What do he have to do to prove to you that he did nothing? What do he got to prove? Do Cody got to prove anything to you to say that he's innocent? Or you just taking the fact that he said, I ain't did it? And you take it just like that. I believe you, brother. You didn't do it. I believe you. No, damn that. He got some explaining to do. Amen? He got some explaining to do. So no, man, no. You gotta look a little bit deeper than that. For real. They gonna have to prove it? No, he gonna have to prove it. He gonna have to prove it that he didn't do it. Because right now they saying he a person of interest, and they telling you and they telling the public his story is not matching what is found. Man, what's going on here? I mean, what's the problem? What's the problem? And I'm going to ask everybody again like I asked y'all yesterday. If me doing YouTube and I had children or a child and my child come up missing and this is the story I came on YouTube and told the public, who in the chat room will believe me? Who will really think that this story makes sense? But let's go further than that. Not just me, anybody who telling you a story like that, who will believe it? Your friends, your uncle, cousins, if they telling you this story, how would you believe that? And if you ask them the question, who all was at the house? Oh, it was just me and Cody. Dude, your story don't make any sense then. It was just you and him. Your story don't make no sense. So that's all I got to say about that. You know, maybe the sister don't want to see her brother in the bad light. And again, I get it. She don't want to see her brother in the bad light. So like a mom My mom don't want to see her son or daughter in bad light, so they're going to keep on saying nice stuff and saying that I don't believe that he or she did that. But when these people go back and look at their rap sheet, the rap sheet says different. Now, again, like I said in my update video yesterday, does that mean people can't change? That doesn't mean that at all. People can change. People can get a knock on the head and change. I do believe in that. But who's got to be willing to change? That person. I can't make them. You can't make them. They have to want to change. So I do believe that. But when you go back and look at their history, their criminal history says different. I don't think people realize a lot of time that will mess a lot of people up, your criminal history. If you got a lengthy history, it would probably hard for anybody to look at you as a credible person of anything, especially when it comes to stuff like this. Amen. It'll be hard. You put a T, then you put a W, then you put an M. I'm trying to see what you finna put in there next. Oh, I guess those emojis represent what you're trying to say. Oh, okay. I sit up here looking what you finna put in there next. I had my hand on the trigger. Anyway, then it goes on to say that it was not immediately clear whether there were other caregivers living in the home with the toddler. They told the reporter police were still in the middle of speaking to the people responsible for Cody's safety. The evidence that we have does not completely match the stories that we have received at this point. Talbot told reporters without elaborating what specific evidence police have. And see, what happened? What they say? Oh, I said something about an app. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, let's go get you on out of here then. All right. Nice try. Nice try. That's another thing. We don't know what evidence that they found, which again, I got to go back to say to the sister, you saying that you don't believe that he done anything, but they claim that they got stuff that's not matching what your brother is saying. So, hey, okay, but it is what it is. Now, here's the one where quite a few of y'all was talking about yesterday. When he was asked whether he believed the boy was still alive. And they said, well, we will work if he's out there waiting for us to find him. I think some of y'all are saying that y'all feel like they just gave away a clue that they think that the boy is dead. All right? And then it goes on to talk about the plant, which they didn't find out at the plant. So the sister is defending him and saying, hey, no way she don't believe he did this and this, that, and the third. So, all right, man. I hear you. What else we got over here? I'm sure I got to get past the ad here. Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta get past the ad before I pull this up against the ad playing. The U-Haul, I don't. Down under crime, the U-Haul is where I think they found this. They see this evidence that they talking about, but they just not letting the public know what they may have found in there. But then I think somebody did a live on Facebook saying that they didn't find anything in that U-Haul. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But here we go, guys. They talking about his court records show a past assault allegation against him. All right. So it's just amazing when these stories come out, they go back and look at their past and be like, whoa, you got some stuff on you. So, but let y'all hear what's going on.
A second day of looking anywhere and everywhere for a 4-year-old boy.
And police say they are not giving up. Neither is the community. And that includes a lot of questions connected to the case for the boy's parents. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We begin at 6 with time ticking in the search for Codi Bigsby.
We're well into day 2 of this effort, and police say they'll go as long as they have to. Chopper 10 was back above the scene in Hampton, where search parties fanned out.
Hold on, guys. I don't know what the hell they just did right there. They had a little ink spot or something. Didn't want to let me go back full screen no more. Oh, hell. I get past another ad.
Right now at 6, the search for Codi. A second day of looking anywhere and everywhere for a 4-year-old boy.
And police say they are not giving up. Neither is the community. And that includes a lot of questions connected to the case for the boy's parents. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We begin at 6 with time ticking in the search for Codi Bigsby.
We're well into day 2 of this effort, and police say they'll go as long as they have to. Chopper 10 was back above the scene in Hampton, where search parties fanned out even further, not leaving anything out as they look for the 4-year-old. Codi was reported missing mid-morning yesterday.
But now police are questioning the exact timeline of events into Codi's disappearance.
They're also saying that the boy's parents are persons of interest in the case. We have 2 reports tonight, beginning with 10 on your side's Andy Fox in Hampton. Andy talked with family members today.
Yeah, Tom and Anita, we're out here, apartment number 171. You can see 2 Hampton police officers standing guard. Only on 10, we speak with a family member who herself is trying to make sense of what happened.
Evidence that we have does not completely match the stories that we have received at this point.
As search teams head out looking for 4-year-old Codi Bigsby, Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot says the person of interest in his disappearance are the parents. And the timeline the dad, Cory Bigsby, is giving isn't adding up.
When that was, where he was, who he was with, and what they were doing. That information is extremely important to us, and it's extremely important to the investigation.
Only on 10, Tandalia Butler told us family was not allowed to see her brother Cory, and police tell us
that's
he
her.
is still talking with police. They are saying that this story is not adding up about what he is telling them. What do you want to say about that?
I wasn't here. My thing is, I know my brother loved his children.
Is there any chance
when it came to him chastising his children, he was a cream puff. The most he gonna do is raise his voice. He didn't put his hands on his children.
Is there any chance that he did bring harm to Codi?
Not a chance. Not a chance. I don't believe it for a second.
What if it comes out to be that he did?
They're gonna have to prove it. Because I know my brother. I know my brother, and I know that it's not true.
We are told that Cory remains at the Hampton Police Station. He is still talking with police officers. Everything and everyone trying to figure out.
First, she said she wasn't there. That's what the best answer she gave. Then you turn around and said, that's not true. Oh God. Well, that's his sister. So what can I expect? That's his sister.
Exactly what happened. In Hampton, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And that's why we are continuing our team coverage now. 10 on your side's John Dowding is live at the Hampton Steam Plant.
And John, we have been through this story before in the Noah Tomlin story. Obviously, we're hoping for a different outcome this time around. But what are police saying about the investigation there?
She should have just left it at. I'm sorry, guys. That's bothering me. She should have just left it at. I wasn't there. That was the answer she should have left for that. Because if you wasn't there, then you can't sit up there and say that I don't believe that he did it. Okay? Or better yet, you could have just came out and said, I hope he didn't do it. I hope, but I wasn't there. So I don't know what happened. Her answer bothers me. I don't know why. It bothers me because you just said you wasn't there. Then you turn around and say, nah, I don't believe he did it. Come on, man.
Well, Tom, Anita, I mean, just commenting on what you just said here, we're only a few steps away from a memorial for Noah Tomlin that's still outside the steam plant here. That's how much this case with Codi is resonating with the community here. Behind us, there's a number of different police vehicles. It's probably hard to see right now because it's so dark outside, but there's flashing lights. There's a number of police vehicles searching the facility. I spoke with Hampton Police earlier today who said this is just part of a comprehensive search to bring Codi hopefully back home. They're just searching any and everywhere they can. As you said, Anita, right before, this is the same location 2 years ago where 2-year-old Noah Tomlin unfortunately was found dead. Hopefully a different outcome in this case. But again, we'll have more updates tonight on Wavy News 10 at 10 and 11 as we work to learn more about their search efforts, as again, for the second night in a row, the search efforts are continuing throughout the night as they hopefully will have a good end to this case here with Codi Bigsby, and hopefully we'll bring him home. That's the latest in Hampton tonight. John Dowding, 10 on your side.
Thank you, John. As that search goes on, 10 on your side is looking into the family of Codi Bigsby.
And that includes court documents we found connected to the boy's father and how it could play into the investigation we have before us tonight. 10 on your side investigative reporter Julie Millay joins us with that side of the story. Julie.
That's right. According to those court documents, there has been at least one domestic violence incident within the Bigsby family. Now, while digging into those documents today, our investigative team did learn that Codi Bigsby's dad, Cory Bigsby, had an assault complaint against him in 2018.
Make no mistake about it, the information is here. We believe the information is here.
Police said today they believe Codi Bigsby is close to his Hampton home, where he lived with his dad, Cory Bigsby.
We will work as if he's out there waiting for us to find him.
10 on your side's investigative team uncovered court records detailing a past assault allegation against Codi's dad, Cory. Codi's mom filed the complaint in 2018. She told police that during a fight, Cory Bigsby threatened to kill her. She claimed when she went to defend herself, Bigsby bit and choked her. The charges were set aside. An official source says the reason is because the victim, Codi's mom, refused to cooperate and appear in court multiple times. On Tuesday, police were doing door-to-door searches and used dogs to search the woods near Codi's last known whereabouts. They are hoping help from the public can help them find the 4-year-old boy.
We feel strongly that somebody listening can be helpful.
It's him. It's him. He's the person that's listening, and he's the one that can help, man. It's him.
We feel very strongly about that.
And we did reach out by phone today to several of Codi's relatives, including his mother. Those calls were not immediately returned. Live in Hampton, I'm Julie Millay, 10 on your side.
So many sides for detectives, the public, and the family to sift through tonight. Our coverage of the search for Codi Bigsby continues throughout the night. We'll have updates on air, online, and on your phone.
I don't... His sister got me cringing, man. I mean, her answer just got me cringing. That is bothering me. That is bothering me. I mean, for you, I don't know why her answer is bothering me so much. I don't know why she's bothering me so much. And I'm not saying she's a bad person, but the answer that she gave, it's making me feel some type of way, and it's making me cringe a little bit. And I guess what set it off for me when the man said, "What if it's proven that he did do it?" And instead of you saying, "Well, y'all proved it, then hey, what can I say?" Well, you double down, say, "Y'all got to prove it. Y'all got to prove it." She really got me bothered, man. I promise she does. What up, Andrea? What's going on? So he had a assault charge against her in 2018. Hey, appreciate the donation, the birthday donation. Appreciate it. When asked about a history of neglect within the Bigsby home, Hampton Police Chief Mark Tolbert declined to comment. He did say he was interested in continuing to speak with Cody's parents. So the question was asked, is there a history of neglect in their home? Hey, Carol, what's going on? What's going on? Now, with this being said, it could be something, it could be nothing. But, I just know when they do these stories, they do go back to your criminal history and see your criminal, how lengthy your criminal history is. Hey, Gloria, what's going on? Long time. How you doing? I know it's some more stuff I want to show y'all, but this sister, man, I don't know. I just go on to say this. I hope she's not sitting up there trying to play stupid, and she know how her brother really is. I just say that much. I will say that much. I hope she's not trying to play stupid. I want to bring up something else real quick. Somebody sent me this. And as a matter of fact, I think that's the sister right there who just... No, my birthday ain't till Valentine's Day, y'all. That was just what somebody put on the donation I got. They say happy early birthday. It's not, my birthday's not here yet. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. We got 12 more days for my birthday to get here. 12 more days. All right, let me see if I can move this over here. Oh, that is a sister. Okay. Oh. Okay, that is a sister that... Hold on. Let me see if I can do this a better way. You said, do I have plans? Not on that day because everything down here be crowded in Memphis on Valentine's Day, so not on that particular day. Can I move it over here? Will it let me move it over here? No, it won't let me move it over here, so I'm gonna have to try to expand it. Last call. What up, last call? Edna, I see you back in the chat room. What? Didn't I have you on the show once before? You was under another name. I can't remember the name that I believe you was under, but if you who I think you are, yeah, I think you've been on my show before, but you had another name back then, though. Is that you? Yeah, I think that is you, because you don't want to talk like that. I think that is you. But I can't remember what your name was back in the day, but you was on my show once. All right, guys, so this is the sister. Now I just saw who that was that was on the interview, so it is the sister. And this is what the sister is saying. I got sent this last night, so this is pretty old right now. She said, for all of y'all who keep commenting on these posts talking about that's your friend's kids and his father did it, mind your business. Okay. Mind your business. Ask your friend why she wanted to have the kid. She talked about the baby mama. Okay. She talked about the baby mama. This should be good. Mind your business. I guess she telling the people on the baby mama side to mind their business because they saying her brother is the one that did it. Then she goes on to say, ask your friend why she wanted to have kids. Then she go on to say, but wanting nothing to do with them and haven't seen them in over a year. Ask her why she's so trifling that she didn't get to the area till after 10 p.m. If she is such a great parent, ask her how great he took care of her. He took care of her and her child that wasn't his. Miss Butler, let me tell you something. I hear you taking up for your brother. But just because he took care of somebody, a child, doesn't mean he didn't do it. So what that's supposed to mean? Because he took care of somebody else's child? Do you know how many stories I have done, other people have done, where somebody killed somebody else's child that wasn't theirs? That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean nothing. What else, Chantel? Hey, Carl. That don't mean nothing, man, because he took care of somebody else's child. Now, the only worst case scenario we could put in right here is if the other child that you speaking of is not dead and he did do it, then blessing that child survived him. That he didn't kill that child. But just because he took care of somebody else's child, that don't mean a damn thing. Hell, I could go adopt a child and care for that child and still at the same moment black out and go kill that child. So I don't know what the hell you talking about on this right here. I really don't. But hey, whatever. I mean, you tried to defend your brother, so I guess I can't knock you. Right, Queen, and he chose to do that. He chose to do that. I mean, kudos to him for doing that. I'm not gonna take that away from him if that's what he really did. Kudos to him. Thank you, Chantel. Exactly. She says he took care of her and her child that wasn't his. Y'all and y'all friend could go straight to hell. I would like to know what they were saying to her. She said, y'all can go straight to hell. Those children have a great dad who does everything he can for them and loves them like she couldn't. Don't owe, but ask her about her history with her children. Cody's dad and his family are very supportive of him. He is a happy, well-loved child. All four of those children are very well taken care of by their single father with absolutely no help from their mother, who is still receiving government benefits for those children in D.C. while they reside in Hampton. Now run and tell that. And now, if that is going on, then Ms. Butler, I'm going to agree with you on that. Now, that's foul. That is foul. Now, if he's taken care of and she constantly reaping the benefits, then I agree with you on that. I rock with you on that one. All this other stuff, man. I mean, you know what? It is what it is. I just said it. It is what it is. I also like to know what they over there saying to you, because you going off on that. Somebody sending me something. Hold on. I got people sending me stuff, so I'm trying to see what it is before I put it up on the screen. Cause I don't want to put nothing on the screen. They don't need to be on the screen. So I waiting on somebody to tell me what this is that they sending me. Yeah, Queen, that's what it is. A family feud. One side don't get along with the other one. That's pretty much what it all is. Yeah, that's pretty much what it all is. It's just a family feud thing. People can't get along, you know, and probably they've been fighting for the longest. Been on social media talking shit back and forth to each other. So that's probably pretty much what all that is, you know. She gonna rock with her brother and the baby mama. Whoever people she got on her side, they gonna rock with her. So that would sound like what this is all about. But however, though, between everybody, somebody know the truth. And the truth is eventually going to come out about this boy. All right? So while y'all still doing all that bickering and all that he bop bop and all that stuff, you know, hey, it's going to come out. The truth is going to come out. And I believe the truth is going to say that this man did something to that child. And I want to ask you too, Ms. Butler, you know, so if they come out and said your brother did this and present the hardcore evidence that this man did this to that boy, I would love to see what you're going to post then. I would love to see what you're going to post. Somebody, to the person who sent me this stuff on Messenger, I just messaged you back. What is this? I mean, that this person is talking about. What are they talking about? Oh, excuse me. So if you just hit me up on Messenger, I mean, you need to tell me what they're talking about here before I put it on my screen. Well, I could put this up there. I could put that up there. That handsome young fella. Handsome young fella. So sad, man. So sad. Handsome young fella. Right, and that's all you're going to hear is crickets and frogs. That's all you're going to hear. Crickets and frogs. You mean to tell me this little boy right here in the bed, for what it sounds like, in the bed with flip-flops on and a Spider-Man suit or whatever he had on, just gonna get up in the middle of the night and just go disappear. This little boy right here gonna get up in the wee hours in the morning and just wander off in a cold night, snow still on the ground. Anybody who believe that, you an idiot. Miss Butler, I'm gonna say the same thing to you. You the sister, You believe this boy wandered off in some flip-flops, which is like it's cold as hell out there. Ma'am, you an idiot. If you believe that, you an idiot. And apparently you do believe it because you defended him. You do believe it. Any police not buying their story. So how the hell you buying their story? You can't, Miss Butler, if you got children, and that's a question I gotta ask you too, man. When you see this, if you got children, that what will make this worse. If you got children, and you will believe a man or a woman to tell you their story. If you got children, because I know damn well you as a woman, as his sister, I would like to think, if your child come up missing like that, hold on, let me rephrase that. If you had a child and came up missing, I would like to know what story you would give. Well, since you believe this story, I wonder, would you give the same story? Will you give the same story that your son or daughter did that with sandals on, cold as hell outside? What up, AP? And then look what the shirt he got on. Inspire. I like that. Inspire. So I don't, Ms. Butler, I don't know. I don't know how you can sit up there and believe that, seriously. But if you believe it, ma'am, then it is what it is. Oh, really? Really? Edna, did you answer my question earlier? Edna Lofton, did you answer my question earlier? Aren't you I think your name used to be Victoria. Is that you? Somebody said this person right here is saying something interesting, so let me see what's going on here. Oh, what the hell is that?
All right, y'all. So an update. We are on 5th Street over here, about a couple miles across the street from where Cody's family live. Hey, baby. I'm all right. I'm here. Yeah. So we here. The dog had a hit, but they didn't find anything. Show y'all what's going on. All right, so Black Lives Matter had organized a walk. We canvassed and we talked to a neighbor, and she said that she saw a car pull up. Saw a car pull up Saturday. Don't know how true it is, but she said she saw the trunk open, so that's what brought them to this area. And they had the dogs out in the marsh. I guess they didn't get a hit, but this area, if y'all know about Hampton, this area has a lot of different like water channels and wetlands. We can't do too much because this is marsh, and I don't have waders. We don't have waders out here, so the police came. They searched part of the area, but this goes out to Buckrow Beach. So because nothing was found, we're gonna go out to Buckrow Beach. So anybody that's interested in coming and being a part of the search, please meet us out here.
I just hope that they don't know.
Out Buckrow Beach. We're trying to figure out where this waterway actually goes to.
I'm pretty sure they have, y'all. I'm pretty sure they've taken all of those that the children and families.
Like I talked about yesterday, this is a recovery effort. The Hampton Police, like, they've been working nonstop.
Now, if that is true, then that boy body's in the water somewhere. His body's in the water somewhere. Y'all heard what she said. They got different canals right there. So if that is true, whoever stopped and threw something in the water and it flowed, that boy body's in the water somewhere. His body's in the water somewhere. Same thing happened to Malia Bass. Somebody they threw her body in that storm drain and found that baby's body out there in the bayous. So that's why I'm saying, oh Lord, Jesus Christ. Oh wow. How many stories I've done, guys? Where we talk about water, that's where they find the baby at. Nevaeh Allen, I think her body was in the water in the suitcase. Or I think she was just behind the house or something, but there was water in that area. So if that is true, that boy body out there in that water. That's why nobody can't find him right now. That boy body in that water.
They're doing an awesome job. So, yeah, I think
we're heading out to Buckrow
so
right
we're
now,
going to try to find out where this is. That's a dog. Look at this. We went out to Grandview earlier, and it's miles and miles. I didn't realize, we looked it up. 500 acres of just wetlands in Hampton. So if anyone has waders, things that...
Hey, Mahogany, this your neck of the woods, ain't it? And Edna said that's not her. Okay, cool. I thought you was her. My bad. But Mahogany, this your neck of the woods, ain't it? And didn't you tell me somebody you know stay not far from this area? That boy body's in their water. I guaranteed it. Where? I don't know, but his body's out there.
We can go search the marsh. Please let us know if you want to volunteer. Hit us up. Here's his picture. 4-year-old last seen in Hampton wearing all black and a Spider-Man slipper. So even if you see those materials, like those clothes anywhere, anything can help. But yeah, we had tried to join the police search, but they said that they had enough volunteers, so we decided to do our own search. So the
Mahogany, you think your daughter want to come here and talk to me about that area? Just give us a little insight how that area is. And is it known for people going over there, dumping stuff over there? You think you can get her to come talk to me? I would love to hear her talk about this area, you know. But if she wants to,
family, like I said, it was a young lady that said that. There was a gold car that pulled up on Saturday. A woman got out the car, opened the trunk.
A woman?
And a man got out and helped her.
And a man got out of here?
I haven't been able to verify that, but that's what the young lady that lives across the way said. This area hasn't been canvassed yet.
Y'all pin marked that. A gold car, a woman got out the car, and a man allegedly came out and helped. Anybody thinking the same thing I'm thinking? What do people need help with when they try to throw away something? 9 times 10 it's a what? It's a body. But now, however, I would say this much. Looking at how little he is on that picture, I don't see 2 people needing to take his body out. It should take one person who got enough strength to take his body out. That's if it is him, which I'm almost sure it's him, how it's being explained. So we're gonna say allegedly, right? We're gonna say allegedly right now. But looking at that picture, it shouldn't take much strength to get that boy body out and put him in the water. But for y'all who listening to this, pin mark that. Because I got a feeling that's going to come up in this case. All right? Goldie Jones said, I live in Richmond, which is like an hour away, and people from here took a 16-passenger van to go help look. They said law enforcement asked him to stand by. Oh, wow, really? Okay. Golden. So what turned out with that when they asked y'all to stand by? What ended up happening? And if you want to come up and talk what y'all did today, hey, kudos to y'all. Thank y'all for going out there. And you want to come up here and talk and tell me what happened, hey, I'd love to hear what y'all did out there. All right. And thank y'all for out there joining to try to help find this boy. All right. Tina said this is her neck of the woods. Oh, shit now. Tina, what you know about this area that this lady is right here? What you know about this area? And is it known for people doing dirt over there? This is getting interesting now.
Glad at least we're looking this way. And I believe we're going to head to Buckrow. Where'd your father go?
He said he was staying out this neighborhood, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. My
Charlie
God,
Hunt
my
said,
God.
even a small child is heavy to take a long way. Well, I don't know. I never carried a dead body, so I wouldn't know. But just judging by his picture, well, I guess if you're looking at they say when the body's dead, it's dead. That's considered dead weight. So I don't know. I guess I'm just looking at the body, look at how big I am. I'm just like, I don't see it taking much strength to get him out there. But you may be on something. You may be right. You may be right.
I hear the police as soon as we let them know what the neighbor said, and they brought the dogs out, so they're working non-stop to try to find baby Cody. Look at the dog. He done worked so hard. He was in the middle of the marsh.
I'd have carried a sleeping child before. Yeah, I have.
Just dirty. So, do we know where this goes out in Buckrow? No.
No, I did. That's why I didn't go, because
You don't even know where
Buckrow's
you're going.
huge.
Exactly.
You
And
can't
this
just
could
say,
be
let's go
behind
search
somebody's
Buckrow,
house.
right.
Because Buckrow has that whole street at the end with houses, and then it's that gated community at the end.
That's why I didn't go, because they're gonna get out there and it's gonna be just like here.
Yeah, you can't do too much.
But I mean, we was here searching before they showed up, and
Yeah.
they pretty much took it over.
Oh, okay.
Because it was people out in here. We went back up behind the houses over there and everything.
Well, hopefully they'll at least canvass and talk the neighbors down.
We'll see.
Lou said, my boy is heavy. When I move him from the couch to the bed, I almost drop him, and he only weighs 75 pounds. I don't know. I guess for me, I have carried babies that they sleep, but I guess me, because I'm a big fella, that I guess I never had no problem with that, So I don't know. But then, y'all, I don't have any kids, so I don't know. But okay.
They hadn't, and half the neighbors I personally talked to didn't even know anything about a missing boy.
Do you mind being on my? You mind? Okay. You said half the neighbors. What you said?
Half the neighbors I talked to knocked on their door. They said they had no idea it was a missing child.
And despite of the news,
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
And they live half a mile from
right
where
across
he
the
was
happened.
last seen.
What's your name again?
Paige.
Paige. So Paige, I met Paige yesterday. She came out when we were at Hardee's. And she came out boots on the ground, ready to find baby Cody. And that's what it is. Like, people, mothers, aunties, is even fathers out here trying to find a baby. Because when you hear the story, it affects you. You have a heart.
Sorry, guys, I got to read some of these responses. Cody said, I didn't go. They said that they had volunteers there, but they were waiting for them to expand the area. They haven't posted an update in 2 hours other than what you already have here. Okay, then. Cool. Well, Cody, the fact that you and 15 other people went down there and joined the search, I, for one, let me be one of the ones to tell you, thank y'all for going down there and at least having a heart to try to help, okay? So, Chris Thorns, thank you, all right? Appreciate you.
You have to do something.
Oh, you want your own stick back?
Whatever you can do. If you can't come out here and pray. We even got Miss Toy out here. Look at Miss Toy. So thank you, Paige.
I got out the car, so I think I need a hip quick.
But yeah.
Yes, he is, T. Simpson.
Look at all that.
Yes,
Look,
he is.
the house is all the way over there.
Yes, he is.
And this is 500.
Well, the people we were talking to, they said that the police didn't get them out there. We saw him not
Hey,
over
Jamie.
here. Not over here.
Police said it's a recovery effort. We still hold faith in the Most High, but that's what they're saying. It's a recovery effort. They asked us to look for the items that he had on. He had on a black bomber jacket. He had on black sweatpants.
It's a recovery what now?
Spider-Man. They look like swimming shoes.
Wait a minute, are they saying they looking for a body now?
So thank you, Paige.
I got the car, so I said I need a hip replacement.
But yeah. Girl, look at all that. Look, the house is all the way over there.
That's why I said with the whole strip of land here, all of this is in the
And this is 500.
Well, the people we were talking to, they said that the police didn't get them out there. We saw him not
Hey,
over
Jamie.
here. Not over here.
Police said it's a recovery
Oh, so recovery
We still
search
hold
meaning
faith.
that they believe he's not alive.
in the Most High, but
Am I correct?
that's what they're saying. It's a recovery effort. They asked us to look for the items that he had on. He had on a black bomber jacket. He had on black sweatpants.
Oh no,
and,
no.
Spider-Man. They look like swimming shoes. Spider-Man swimming shoes. So they asked us to look for these items. There's a lot of marshland in Hampton. We went out by Grandview. Yeah.
And the way people are talking, which is just talk, it might have happened sooner than when the father allegedly reported it.
She just said it.
I just wish we could get
It's a lot
some
of
real
hearsay.
facts. Yeah, because I
Y'all heard
remember
that? Some of y'all said in my chat room today, y'all believe that the boy was gone way before he reported it. Y'all just heard the girl just say that the way people talking now, they believe this boy was already missing before he reported it, which it can be a possibility. That's why I said yesterday on my show, maybe he did this probably days ago and just had to sit back and come up with his story and try to make it believable, which ain't nobody buying the story. Except for his sister. Apparently she buying the story, but nobody's buying their story. Nobody's buying it. So, oh man, come on. Shit. This is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Especially new people. We got a nice handful up here. If y'all don't mind, get your thumbs up and let's hear some more what this lady got to say. I'm gonna see if I get this lady on my show.
neighbor came out yesterday
Said
and
they
said
ain't
that
seen him since December.
Exactly. We need some real facts.
Now, did you see the
They haven't seen him since December. Oh Lord.
post that he had made in the group last night?
Leave my joint on the deep one too, because I need that. Come on.
And the sister gonna sit up there. Okay. They haven't seen him since December. And you mean the sister gonna sit up there and say, I don't believe he did nothing? If that is true, let me shut up. Let me shut up, man. Let me shut up.
You went live with that shit on your damn phone, and everybody heard.
Let me go put this thing on.
Yeah. So those of y'all just joining, this is an update on the Codi search. The police and the dog just came from out of the march. And we're still searching for baby Codi. Alright, so I'll come to y'all with another update. Right now the dog came out. He didn't smell anything. He didn't get a hit or anything. So we're going to see if there's another area that we need to canvass. How you doing? Excuse me. So that's the dog. Hey, boo boo. He went all in the water. He said, plus it's hard. He tired. Yeah, that baby worked. Alright, so look at all this. This is what I'm saying. Over 500 acres of this. So we definitely, I wish we wouldn't like had the, you know, the air blower boats that they have in Florida. I know I didn't call that the right name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna get some boats, some boots, some waders. We're gonna go to work tomorrow, tonight. Alright. Hey. Alright, y'all, so again, update, baby Codi has not been found. The neighbors in this area really didn't know about too much about what was going on. And,
they're concluding this right now, but the original plan was to hit the graveyard in Fox Hill next. So I said, I don't know who's on.
watch out, Jafar. Okay.
But the next location is right up the street, the graveyard and some more marshy areas. A few other team members went over to Buckrow Beach, so I'm just going to call them real quick.
Thank you. Oh, bless his heart. The police said thank you for your help.
We feel like they thoroughly come through, so we can hit the other areas.
Okay.
It's time for the 3:30 start time anyway.
Yeah. So where are we going? To graveyard?
Yeah, it's a graveyard right in the street.
Okay.
In Fox Hill area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We went out by Grandview, and it's a lot of this type of land. We need to get. Yeah.
We can go over there, do something. We got to about 5, like I said. So
but we can't. Like, we need people with boots, like waders, because the water. Yeah, it's the beach, but it's like so many trails and stuff back there.
We just see what we can see, and then maybe plan for tomorrow. If people are able.
Yeah. No, the parents are not here. The father, he's a suspect now, right? Jafar, is the father a suspect now?
Yeah, they're both being named persons of interest.
Okay, both of them were named persons of interest yesterday, and I believe I read that the father, maybe not don't quote me, he's probably a person of interest. I'll come back and give y'all some more updates. Let me see. Bomber jacket, yeah, so that's what's really weird. And you know, this case doesn't make any sense. How you doing? This case doesn't make any sense.
Apparently to the sister it does. Apparently to the sister it does.
2 a.m. in the morning, and you know your child walked out with a bomber jacket, flip-flops, and sweats like he's 4 years old. How you know what he had on?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But either way, Codi deserves to be found. Alright, so police cleared this area, and we are going to... Okay, what is that? He is for right, and he put on a jacket. To you, exactly. Hair salon. If a baby's going to walk out the door, they not thinking about putting on a coat. That's right. What time we meeting tomorrow? We've been meeting at 10:30 every day. We're praying that we find Codi today. But we have been meeting 10:30 every morning.
Oh, and I beat my court case this morning.
Amen.
It was
Come
a
on.
traffic case, but without no
See-
lawyer, your boy went in pocket.
Oh, okay. So they went on the other day down there.
Yeah, that's Buckrow Beach. So this leads down, and so what people were saying is it was a high tide. So right now all the water's down. So
Yeah.
they made it happen. Is that buzzing? So as of right now, what they're trying to say, she said that they dumped him on this side. So they searched over this side first, and then that's when ended up, saying that it was.
So if y'all, I know y'all can't. Let me see if I can zoom in. Those dots over there, those are the police officers. Ooh, it's focusing on my finger. But those are the police officers. It's a dive team over there.
We also, another thing we were trying to get pushed, we started a petition for the Codi alert because of that flaw in the Amber Alert, which is why it wasn't issued. And so we're trying to get traction on
Oh, Lord. All right.
That's not buzzing.
It's a seagull.
But they said the buzzers kept swarming around here.
Yeah, so the police are out there where y'all see the pink house. The police are out there. But the lady said that he dumped they popped the trunk over there. You know.
Right. The thing is, if you saw that days ago, why you just saying something?
Yeah, they said that they canvassed this area, and a lot of people didn't even know there was a child missing. So everybody don't watch the news. But I got because that was my question too about the Amber Alert. But because initially, what I got from talking to officers, the initial investigation didn't warrant an Amber Alert because he wasn't abducted. So,
but you don't know. They don't know that. Like, how can
somebody said denial is a powerful demon. Support with Stephanie. I guess that's your name. Dear, do me a favor, put that in capital letters. Thank you so much.
how can you rule out something that you're not sure of yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You keep saying, oh, he was not tall enough to open locks.
See, my grandbaby opened doors. She's 3.
His mother is about 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
My brother is about 5'10", 5'11". Trust me, he's tall enough.
Yeah. It's still like, even...
Exactly.
So they looking at that picture.
But, so even without the alert, like, there's nothing for a missing child that can go out?
And that's my thing. It clearly is
whether
right.
they're abducted or not, they're still not where they're supposed to be.
Exactly.
And y'all trying to make the daddy tell y'all some stuff that he don't have answers to. He don't have answers, so y'all trying to make him out there be a liar because he don't know, can't give y'all the correct answer.
And you talking about because the times don't add up. But if he sleep, the times ain't gonna add up because you can't know something if you sleep.
Yeah, if he went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Somebody said he was dumped with a gold car.
So, yeah, they said that they saw a gold. They saw a lady saw a gold car Saturday. She opened the. She's a neighbor. She saw somebody open the.
I just told her, she told me, bitch, you gotta come home. I said, I do.
So look, when your brother was
meet me there.
The door unlocked in the morning?
I haven't been able to talk to him, but he's been with them ever since they came out.
And he got 2 girls to stay with him.
There's a GoFund. There's a GoFund to help with an award for information.
Yeah, these is only 2 girls right here.
Oh, they got a GoFundMe.
Oh, this is his oldest.
That's what I'm saying. They said on the news that they volunteer. He's volunteering to stay. Is he volunteering to stay?
I can't. You won't let. If he's volunteering to stay,
yeah,
why can I not speak to him?
Exactly. That's a lie.
But they're telling me, and so I said, well, if he's here and you're not placing him under arrest, why are you holding him?
Yeah.
Where he's here helping. Well, why can't he help from home where he can get support from his loved ones?
And be out here helping, like something.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You're his sister?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I wait on somebody to find it up. That's why I was like, yeah, we ain't got to be with the cops. Cool.
Like, I just don't understand. And at this point, it's reached a 72-hour mark. So now you really violating his personal rights.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, I know that. So when all of this is over, the city of Hampton can look for a lawsuit because you violating his personal rights. He should be able to assist
and finding his child.
So that's why they're not out. He's not, because I'm getting people are asking why is he out here? It's because he's.
People that today they block me on social
media.
Man,
well, I'm on live. Do you want to talk to my live?
Like literally not go back on that page.
I've been out here almost 7
Because I'm not.
But wait a minute though, how's they violating his rights when they claiming he voluntarily did that? So what are they violating? If he volunteered to be down there, then I don't know what are they violating, you know? If he volunteered. But maybe this was before they found out he volunteered. That is a good question, because if he didn't do it, why he's not out there? You know, I agree with y'all on that, but if he volunteered to be down there with them, then I don't see what they're violating, you know? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all tell me.
Exactly.
And that's the thing.
You don't even have an up-to-date picture.
Even with just that, people always
I
want to
had
defend the
somebody-
wrong person.
you was
there
when I talked to the
people. I was right there.
She ain't even crying for her nephew. They actually questioned about my nephew. What do you mean?
You don't even need to go there.
Like,
Right now,
and
they
you
don't
not
dare
even
go for
here,
your
so
money. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, you a plus with you what? 15, 20 minutes away?
Oh my God.
Okay,
That's so hard. Oh my God.
Like you
That's her daddy, like for them to keep
Exactly.
learning, and they in their daddy life.
So did y'all hear that he isn't out here for the watch because he has voluntarily kept his? Oh, they saying
They saying he's voluntarily
but
there,
they're holding him.
but they're not letting me.
It must be the sister talking.
So that's not volunteer.
They haven't let him talk to anybody.
The babies haven't talked to him.
I know you've been there since
The FBI didn't even been to D.C. to my ex-husband's house.
Wow.
Because he was the last one to talk to him Sunday.
Yeah.
So where's his mama? The baby's mama? I don't know.
Who knows? It's a go-go going on tonight, but that's probably where she's going to be.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
Lord, people coming on talking about she didn't abandon her kids. He stole them. He stole her kids, but you didn't call the police to get them back, and he done had them over 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my
don't
God,
even-
really?
Y'all lying.
He stole the
You wanna make
kids.
her look like a good
He stole the
parent.
kids,
Ask why
but
they
you
not
still reaping the
doing
benefits, allegedly.
any neglect cases. Ask them why. Because she got one out here.
But regardless of all that, the baby's still missing. Why
Exactly.
isn't our focus on finding the baby?
Boom.
Like, why
Instead
didn't we
Exactly.
do this in the first place?
I don't know.
But they say they.
Or canvas and talk to the
came down
people
here
in the
as
area.
soon as I heard.
It's more people pulling. So like I said, the
So-
original time was 3:35 was for the last one. So like I said, it's still we'll pull that leg and like I said, everybody here. I appreciate y'all. Nobody else.
I don't think he right here. I don't think the baby right here.
And that's not a good picture of my nephew at all. Please pull the pictures up for them.
They
Pull
should
the
have been
pictures up for
gave.
him. Look, he is handsome.
You just said it to me.
He got
We're
braids
putting
in
it out.
his head.
No, he got a
He has
little
braids?
A more current picture of my nephew.
The one I see is saying
look
braids.
at
He
that
got braids on his
baby.
head.
They gonna have people looking. This is my nephew.
Exactly. This baby got braids.
That picture, look at him. They look 2 different pictures. Like,
Oh, his face is fat.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Do you mind if I put?
Exactly.
Okay. Can you text me? And like I said, we're gonna make another flyer that doesn't have anything about search party. Just helping. We're gonna get posters and start sticking.
You may be right.
Okay.
Support with Stephanie. You may be
they
right.
trying to make the daddy.
I think somebody else just said that too. He may be safer in there. You may be right.
Maybe they doing it because it's more evidence that it shows that he haven't been abducted. I don't know, but
Regardless,
they
it's
just
a
feel like
missing
it's just
baby.
unbelievable that you don't know where your child went
But
out of the
my
house. It's
problem
possible
is-
that the baby couldn't fucking leave out of the fucking house. My grandbaby not got out.
Exactly.
My problem is it's people over here less than half a mile away that don't even know a child is missing. That's my problem.
Yeah,
And that's
that's-
why we need an alert.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's a
Abducted or
what.
not, we
Like,
still need an
people
alert.
over here that didn't even know, and it happened right there. Yes, the doors we knocked on, half the people had no idea it was a missing child.
Everybody don't know.
I don't question it.
I really don't either. I look
I know. I appreciate it.
Because regardless of
Exactly.
whatever, it's still a baby.
And that's my issue.
So for them, but everybody does have a phone, and an alert will ping
I saw
to
you
your
yesterday.
phone.
I was at the police search yesterday. You were out there yesterday?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just far. I'm gonna be on
People in their
757. I
backyard
say
that
if
don't
anything we
even
can do to
know
help, because
it's
honestly,
outside.
we have been trying to locate any family member just to, like I said, just step out as a beacon because
That's how most of us are back home in East End. His daughters
They
live in
asked
Norfolk,
could they
so
see the
they're
updated picture.
they're
I'm
closer
sorry.
here.
Do they look at the vacant apartments out there?
He is so childish, really.
And I still don't understand why the police are working how they're working and they still not issuing
So
no
that's
warrant.
an updated
And then
picture.
over
Look
here-
at him.
Oh,
so
look at
you said
him.
he had braids?
No,
He
his
did have
father
braids.
cut his hair.
Oh, okay. Look at the baby.
That one. And then there's this one. This is an updated one
Nobody here until
Oh, look at the baby. Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that handsome young man.
This is a young man. Look. Hey, baby. So this young man, he actually bought a book bag out for Cody yesterday with some clothes and stuff. They came out yesterday to search for your nephew.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And that's his brother. Their
man.
mom,
Thank you so much.
their mom is Michelle. She's
gotta
over
bring
there
the
too.
What happened?
Yeah. Yes.
We'll find him.
Yes, we will, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. But this story is touching everybody. Every mom up there out here, you know.
It's just too much.
Mhm.
And they point it all in the wrong. They might be pointing the wrong. That's how it be with murders. Like they'll point the finger at one guy, and the person that really did the killing is really gone. You know what I mean? You got to think about that shit.
Case in point.
Like, stop putting
I agree with
so much
that.
shit on him to the dead.
I agree with that.
And whatever happened gonna come out. Same with the other baby. It
Case in
came out.
point.
Let the moment to play.
That's
So this
true.
stay home thing for too long.
And then, like,
Because he was
yesterday
gone.
they were at the
Whoever
scene
was
playing.
in
We
charge
know
when
why.
he took
They
over.
didn't have no
And he
temper
said they
or
were going to
anything.
try to get him identified.
Yeah, because that was
Yes,
just weird.
ma'am.
We got mega weird vibes off
Y'all
that.
might want to get out there.
Yeah.
Mega did
Alright.
us in the whole live. His head was down. He wasn't looking at none of us. And we was interrogating the hell out of him. And he was nervous. He was real nervous. And he don't live out there, but the girl lost him over here in the dead end. One of my girlfriends, she was going behind him, but it was a dead end and they lost him. And he don't stay out there at Buckrow Point. And he was real weird.
So why are these leads that are being followed?
Y'all want to all go to the back just for the field real quick, just for a regroup?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Hey y'all, so we gonna let's all go to the field and regroup. The field where we started at. And then, like I said, we can head up the street to see who all's coming.
Yeah.
There's a few people coming now from Suffolk, and then we can start the 3:30 shift in a little bit.
I've been trying to figure out that. Yeah, because they trying to put it on him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, service dogs, you're not supposed to pet them.
Oh, because of
You're not supposed to pet them. Because they service dogs.
Nobody called us either. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing our own search. I don't know what they got going on. They talking about only 50 people. You need more than 50 people.
Exactly. To canvass a whole
You
area.
got
a whole entire fucking swamp around here.
Right.
Yeah. We went out by Grandview.
Right here, willing to help with ATVs and nobody willing to help.
Are you serious?
You gotta be in the 50 that they pick.
I was the first one to sign up. Oh, so they picking people.
Yeah, 50 people only, and they cut it off.
Just pick
We the reject squad.
But my name was on there like I was one of the first people. So why didn't they call?
And they didn't even know who I was. Like, bro, why would you not call us?
You want to know what their search parties look like?
What? Wow.
Yeah, that's what everybody
All of them.
Because I mean, common sense. All you gotta do
Crazy,
is find something, leave it alone.
We went to
Hey, look, we're right here in this area. Here's about you
Look at the baby.
Send somebody here right now. It's very hard to organize.
Yeah.
the person that was walking in that had got called.
We talked and talked to him. We got called dispatch.
Give me some hoops, hey.
Okay, apparently they not gonna really just say nothing else more. You know, they just pretty much just talking about everything that's going on. So, but I think we pretty much get the gist of what's going on with this. And shout out to everybody out there who try to help to find this young man. Shout out to everybody out there. You know, one love to every last one of y'all. But however, though, if this story is true, that somebody witnessed somebody stopping a car and two individuals got out and threw some in that creek or whatever it's called real fast, then I believe that's his body. they have disposed stuff out there, and I wouldn't be too surprised if they do find their boy body out there in some water somewhere, you know. So, wow, wow. These stories get crazier and crazier and crazier. But however, though, during this show, I did reach out to her who did this video. I sent her a messenger, so maybe she'll get back with me sometime tonight or tomorrow, whenever she sees it, and maybe she come and talk to us about everything that she have heard since doing this video, all the areas they may have searched since doing this video, and yeah, we just have to take it from there and see what happens, you know. So, but I'm just gonna stop it right there, and ladies and gentlemen, again, we are talking about Codi, the young man you see up there at the top. And as of right now, they are saying that his dad, which is Cory, is a person of interest. And they also saying that Cory's story is not matching up with the evidence that they have came up with. So, as of right now, nobody has been charged. They say Cory has volunteered to go to the police station. They say he's been down there since he reported the child missing. Okay? So, that's where we at right now, far this story goes. As a matter of fact, let me look up something real quick, because y'all know sometimes we do these stories, updates do pop up. So, let me type in his name real quick, see if any updates has popped up. I see something that popped up 50 minutes ago, but and this was at 7:11, which was 6:11 my time. Let's see if they say anything different.
A third day of searching for a missing 4-year-old boy in Hampton. The effort is not stopping, but time is running short.
Tonight, new details on where teams are searching and who's now on the radar of police as a person of interest. We say good evening to you and thank you for joining us. Lead off at 6 to 9 with a story that has everyone talking this week, the search for Codi Bigsby.
This nonstop search is now in its third day in Hampton. Police and volunteers out of the chilly fog.
I'm gonna let y'all hear this because I think this is new. Most of it, I think it may be regurgitated, but it sounds like it may be new. So we're gonna have to listen to this real quick and see what's going on. So let me put this up real quick for y'all because this look like it may be new. They just put this out about 50 minutes ago, they say.
searching for a missing 4-year-old boy in Hampton. The effort is not stopping, but time is running short.
Tonight, new details on where teams are searching and who's now on the radar of police as a person of interest. We say good evening to you and thank you for joining us. We lead off at 6 tonight with a story that has everyone talking this week, the search for Codi Bigsby.
This nonstop search is now in its 3rd day in Hampton. Police and volunteers out in the chilly fog continuing their search and telling those who live in the neighborhoods to do the same.
Meantime, police now say they are down to one person of interest in Codi's disappearance. That's 43-year-old Cory Bigsby, the boy's father.
We have 2 reports tonight, beginning with 10 on your side's Chris Horn. Chris, what is the latest in the search?
Yeah, Tom, you mentioned the fog, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's been a dense fog surrounding this area of Buck Row all day. It's kind of a metaphor for this case. When will something cut through that fog? What will be the break that searchers will get to find out what happened in this case? It has now been 57 hours since little 4-year-old Codi Bigsby was reported missing by his father from this complex off Old Buck Row Road. And police are appealing to the public for help, not only to find Codi, but also to develop a profile and get information about his father, 43-year-old Cory Bigsby, who is their person of interest.
The person of interest in this case is Codi's father. His name is Cory Bigsby. He is a 43-year-old Hampton man.
With that announcement Wednesday at noon, police narrowed their investigation in the disappearance of 4-year-old Codi Bigsby. He and 3 other siblings were living with his father, Cory, at this apartment townhouse on Ranalet Drive. Police
also it was other children, okay.
Are appealing to the public for help on 2 fronts.
We're still seeking information on Codi's last known whereabouts. We're also seeking information on his father's whereabouts.
Police say the father has been cooperative and answering questions at police headquarters, but he's also the focus of their investigation, and they will see what they can develop from family, friends, and neighbors to complete his profile.
Where he goes, where he shops, who he's with, and what he does.
Teams of officers went door to door Wednesday in neighborhoods like this one, across Old Buck Row Road from where Codi lives, that were previously unsearched. Relied on volunteers to help them in the search. They were at capacity today for the volunteers, but they were taking names on, they could be used for future search days. Of course, we'll follow this and find out more about what happened here. Live in Hampton, Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
All right, thank you, Chris, and that clock is ticking. As police told us live on Wavy News 10 midday, the search area for Codi has greatly expanded.
The circle on this map is the approximate 1-mile radius where they've spent this week looking for clues. People from all across the area have stepped up to help, and we're hearing from some of those people who refuse to give up in this effort.
10 on your side's John Dowdy continues our team coverage tonight. John?
Well, Tom and Anita, like Chris Horn was just saying, this fog, this cold, nothing is stopping the community from coming out and trying to find Codi. For many of them, though, it's an eerie reminder of the Noah Tomlin case from 2 years ago. But out of all the people we spoke to, many of them saying they're not giving up hope.
I still got hope. I still got hope that he's out here.
Resiliency and hope remain strong in the Hampton community as the search for Codi Bigsby heads into a 3rd day. Akila Chapman drove from Newport News the last few days with the hopes of finding him.
We drove in just different neighborhoods that I've never seen before, and we just was going through the side streets, just looking at people's yards, pulling over, asking anybody, have they seen Codi? Have they seen a little boy?
Leah Jones is an Army veteran who helped in the search efforts with Hampton Police yesterday. She says never go out searching alone.
Anything could happen, you could fall. I just think it's wise, one, to always let someone know where you are, where you're going to look for him. Have a buddy with you, a partner.
Also, don't just start going through people's property. Always ask for permission to search.
If you're out by yourself and you see something like a boat or a pickup truck that has a tarp on the back and you want to lift it up and look, and you can't do that to people's personal property.
If you don't have the time to come out and search, there are still ways you can help.
Share his picture, get the word out, talk to your neighbor, go knock on some doors, let everybody know. I gotta find him. Like, every day. I don't care if it's snowing out here, if it's cold out here, if it's raining out here. I'm going to call.
A lot of the people out here holding on to hope, rallying and hoping for a happy ending here in Hampton tonight. Now, Hampton Police are saying if you do want to volunteer, you want to come out and help, look out for that link on their social media. It's a way for you to sign up, and they'll give you a call if they need you to come in and volunteer with them. And then, as always, we'll be following this story and be bringing you updates on air and online for the very latest as we learn more. That's the latest in Hampton tonight. I'm John Dowding, 10 on your side.
Thank you, John. And a quick look at where we've been with this case so far over the last several days. Monday morning, police get the call from Cody's father that the boy had disappeared. Search teams immediately fan out in the neighborhood to look for the 4-year-old.
Tuesday, police begin to dig into the timeline of Cody's disappearance and add the Hampton steam plant to their search. And that brings us to today, where police pare down the list of people of interest, from Cody's parents to just his father.
Meantime, crews expand their search area, which include waterways within a mile of the family's apartment. And the timeline still has more steps to go. Keep it here on air and online for the latest in the Codi Bigsby investigation.
All right,
You booked a sunny Verbo.
guys, y'all know how I think. Usually when we hear these stories like this, I don't think that boy alive. I don't think he's alive. I don't think he is. But we always want to hold on to the little hope and hoping that he is alive. But y'all know me. I don't do that to y'all. I just tell y'all straight up. 9 times stories like these, he's not alive. He's not alive. Well, hey, Gypsy Star Girl. How you doing, honey? What's going on? Gypsy Star Girl, you had to hit me up on Instagram. It's been a while since I spoke to you. Hope all is well, dear. But now, everybody, y'all say y'all want us to share his picture. I'm going to join forces with y'all and not only share his story, I want to share his picture too. Here's a young man right here, ladies and gentlemen, down there in Hampton. They are looking for Codi Bigsby. What you see down there, he was last seen at 2 a.m., possibly wearing all black clothing and Spider-Man flip-flops. Okay? So, yes, ma'am, you are correct. I'm going to help and join in sharing his picture right now. And I'm going to keep on continuing to cover this story as more details arrive. And ma'am, for you who said that. Oh, and let me say this to the sister too. I got a message for you, sister. I do. Miss Butler, I got a message for you, ma'am. You said I got to prove that your brother did this. Well, let me tell you this. And even you have to agree with me on this. Ma'am, children do not disappear. You want me to say it a little louder for you? Ma'am, Miss Butler, children do not disappear. Okay? They don't disappear. So maybe they'll wake you up a little bit and say, hey, it's a possibility that my brother may have done this. Because children don't up and wander off. Children don't disappear. So chew on that piece of meat, ma'am, okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining me tonight. And y'all stay tuned for more updates and more stories like these. Catch y'all next time. Peace.